Hi guys, this is Tracy from Cheeky Journals. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another December daily process video and I'm recording day 7 and day 8. I have fallen behind with a day so far and I am just doing both days, and I thought I will do a process video of these 2 days just to show you what's going on so far in my journal. I will be doing a complete flip through when I'm done with it, so keep an eye out for that video. Now, this little scrapbook paper that I've got, it's from the Kaisercraft pack that I used to make this journal with, and I've just got some little scrap pieces left. So I have kept them in a little plate next to my desk, so whenever I do need any kind of paper or I want to decorate the journal, I just try and grab something from there and use up all these scrap pieces. So what I've done there is I've created a belly band because I would just like to insert that menu there that you see that I have put there through the belly band. This is, we went and got takeaways and I kept the menu. I always try and keep memorabilia from my day. I feel that if I've got something like that and photos attached to it with words, I just remember the day. It's just more clear to me when I go through it, and all those memories just stream back, and I love having that feeling or that moment when you read it a year after you have done the journaling. So I've also got this scrap piece of paper and I am going to be adding my photos to it and some journaling. So I've just cut it to size there and I'm playing around trying to figure out where I would like to place it. I'm trying to not be too pedantic on how I do things or place things. It's in my nature to be a bit of a perfectionist, but I think it does become very unhealthy at times that you want things to be too perfect, and it takes you so much longer to do something, and it's just like there's added pressure to it. So about 2 years ago I've decided to not be too pedantic about things and just to not plan it out and just start sticking things down, doing my journaling, adding whatever I want to add and get it over and done with. 99% of the time I love it much more if I just start doing it than actually planning it out. So it's got its benefits to just try and not overthink it. So I would definitely say try not to overthink your spreads and just go for it and do it, and don't judge yourself afterwards. It is a daily, I wouldn't say a daily struggle, but because it's in my nature, I have to remind myself maybe once a week. It all depends on how I feel in that week, but it's not that I have completely taken on that thought process or that thinking pattern yet. I still get days where I start overthinking it, and I have to remind myself that that's not what's important. I shouldn't be doing it, and then I get back on track again. So that's what I am really trying to do. So I'm just using the back of this card and I'm just going to be writing my journaling there. And we just got takeaways on that day and we went for coffee. It wasn't really an eventful day, but don't worry about it. When you go through December daily, I mean, you can't do something every single day that is exciting. You will have some days where you're just staying at home or you just going through your normal life, and that is completely fine. I would suggest that on those days, don't skip those days or think that it's not important to put your memory down. Still do. Write what you did during the day, even if you were just at home and you didn't do much. If you don't really have anything to write on that day, then you can just draw something or just collage. Get some Christmas papers and just cut them out and put them on your page. Anything like that. Add some quotes. Watch a movie at home and journal about your movie or the book that you're reading. Anything like that. So I'm even putting down my memories for the boring days. So on day 8, I didn't plan to buy any Kaisercraft stamps, but I stumbled upon a Kaisercraft shop and I just got some stamps, so I've added them there at the top with some embroidery thread, and you can just see me. I started journaling there, and then I made a huge mistake and I didn't want to scratch it out or anything, so I just added a little piece also from the Kaisercraft pack. They had cards with quotes on, and I've just cut them apart, so I've stuck one over there, and I'm just carrying on with my journaling. So if you really make a huge mistake, and just cover it up, you can always do it. And now I've worked this paper bag into my book, so I don't want to leave it blank, and I found these beautiful goodies on Pinterest, and I've printed them out just on normal copy paper, and they make me happy to look at them, and because they make me happy, I don't have to do anything special with them. I can just stick them in my journal and just look at them. So I'm just taking all the things that make me happy that I've been printing out, and I'm just sticking it to this brown paper just to look at. And I will have links for all of these printables down below in the description box if you would like to print them out yourself. I'm using a combination of book paper as well throughout this journal. I've got an old book and just love using book and music paper, so I'm just adding that to the page as well with this beautiful image. And I am going to be using this brown paper bag just to stamp out the stamps that I bought. So I bought 3 packs, and I'm just going to be stamping them out onto normal copy paper, and then I'm going to add them to the brown bag. So these Kaisercraft stamps were on a special, and I think I got them for $2. Well, I think I got 2 packs for $2, and the other one was like $5, which is super cheap, and I actually love them. Some of them I'm going to be using as background stamps for art journaling. So I've got 1 pack that is a background stamp for art journaling, and then I've got 2 packs that I will be using just in my normal journal. So the one that I'm stamping out here is pack your bags, and it's very travel themed, so it's got stamps that is completely travel themed. I love travel themed papers and scrapbook papers and ephemera, so I always get them. Now I'm just adding some backing paper on there because I don't have enough space in the front to do all the stamp swatches. That's what I'm going to call them, stamp swatches. I don't have enough space to do them in the front, so I have just stuck another paper at the back, and the reason that I've done this is because the ink does bleed through to the back side, because it is a solvent based ink pad. And so I've just stuck another paper on top of it, and I've added the rest of the stamps. And this pack that I'm stamping out here, I'm going to be using that as the background stamps for art journaling mostly. And this stamp set is called Offshore, and it's just basically got beautiful patterns on them. And I also end up running out of space on the front, so I've got this printable off Pinterest as well, and I love the cross stitch with the deer on, so I'm just sticking that to the back just so you don't see the bleed through, and then I'm going to continue stamping the rest of them at the bottom where I've left it blank. Now I'm not trying to get perfect stamps. use acrylic blocks, but the one acrylic block that I'm using, there's actually a handle for it, and I'm just too lazy to put the handle on, so I'm not even using that acrylic block correctly, but that's fine because I just want to get the stamps down, and it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. So this stamp pack is called Cherry Tree Lane, and I will be using this mostly just in my journal as well. And I love the typewriter and the old telephone. It's so vintage, and I was thinking of that postage stamps. I can just use them also for a background if I would like to. Luckily, I was able to fit all of them onto one page, so I'm just putting a backing paper at the back. And I've decided to go to my sewing machine and just to put a border around them. And I really think that completes this page, and it's also just securing it a little bit more. I've just used normal glue at the back, which will hold because this is just normal copy paper, but I still wanted to do the stitching around the card. And then when I'm done stitching around all three of these cards, I am just placing them in that brown envelope that you saw me decorating earlier on. And then that is day 7 and day 8 of December daily. I'm not recording, as you would have seen, I'm not recording a video for every day of December, but I'm just doing, some days I'm making recordings and then I'm posting it. I think this is going to be my last December daily video, but I will be doing a flip through. If I don't get it out by the end of the year, I will definitely have it up by the new year. So I hope that you will have a Merry Christmas and that you will have a festive time. Be safe, and if I don't see you before the new year, I hope that you will have a prosperous and healthy and exciting new year. And I can't wait to make more videos and show you more of my journals. I've got some things planned for the new year, and hopefully we will have fun together. So have a great day, and I will see you again. Bye.